Hello, everyone. It's me, Fuentes here, your friend. I'm just relaxing here, just enjoying a nice hotel at the Crown Plaza here in Union City, near the Bay Area, near San Jose area. I'm just here, as you can see right there behind me. There's, it's a nice little suite here. Got flown in by a couple of leaders in the industry and doing a little bit of training today and next couple of days. But anyways, I was thinking. I'm always like, my mind is always going. It's always like spinning 100 miles per hour. And I've always had that since I was a little kid. But anyways, let me tell you what I was thinking and what I was remembering and what I was going back to. I was going back to this book called, by Paul Zane Philzer. I don't know if you've heard of him or not, but let me tell you. This guy made his first million by the time he was 23 years old. Paul Zane Philzer. His first million by the time he was 23 years old, and his first 10 million by the time he was 30 years old. Multi-millionaire. This guy's worth tons of a fortune. I mean, this guy, Paul Zane Philzer, is an economist. He has served and helped many of the U.S. presidents when it comes to finances, when it comes to economy, when it comes to the U.S. economy. I mean, this gentleman here has built and has become CEO and owner and founder of many companies and has made millions in the business world, in investment world, in economy. I mean, he knows the world economy like the palm of his hand. So this gentleman here wrote 2 books, New York bestsellers, 2 of them. One of them called The Next Trillion. The second one called The Next Millionaires. The Next Millionaires. And in this book, he talks about in the next couple of decades, there's going to be more than 10 million new millionaires created. And I'm going to tell you where they're going to be created, okay? But first, let me tell you 4 other predictions he made that had come to pass. First one was he predicted that the gas prices would go up through the roof, where people would make strikes. They would stand in line for hours to get their gas, where gas prices would go from $1 to $2 to $3 to $4 to and even $5, even $6. Some states were able to see that, like California and Arizona. So he predicted that at first. Okay, that prediction came to pass in 2001, 2, 3, and 4, and some of you remember that, right? Anyways, second prediction, he predicted also that the U.S. economy would collapse, and there would no longer be pensions, and 401k would kind of diminish, and like Social Security would be out the door, no longer available for our younger crowd. The baby boomers, they're taking advantage of all that. Social Security still around, but the retirement is no longer going to be around in the next 2 to 3 decades. Our kids are not going to be able to see what Social Security is. Our grandkids. I mean, pensions, we don't even know what that is. People 20 years ago, they knew what that was. People that are 80 and 90 right now, they had pensions. There's no longer pensions. There's no more Social Security. There's no 401k. So either you work on your Plan B, because there's no longer a Plan B by the U.S. government, because the U.S. economy has collapsed. Trillions upon trillions of dollars in debt to China and to other countries, where the U.S. dollar is at its lowest ever. So if you don't do anything about it with your own economy, nobody else will. But let me tell you something else. That was the second prediction. He predicted the U.S. economy would collapse to the point where California, for the first time in life, filed bankruptcy a couple of years back. And some of you know what I'm talking about. But let me tell you what the third prediction was. The third prediction was he predicted the U.S. government would be in such a trouble financially that it would actually be the highest numbers of unemployment ever in life. And we've seen it happen. Lots of you lost your jobs. People got laid off left and right. Our parents and people just lost jobs, and nobody's hiring anymore. They're starting to come back up, but not how back in the 2008 or 9 and 10, it was horrible. It was bad. and the job economy collapsed as well. So people lost their jobs. Fourth prediction he made in that book is the real estate collapse. He predicted that the real estate would collapse, and it did, and it did it worse than the prediction he made. You've seen it. A lot of foreclosures, a lot of short sales. Some of you were victims of that, right? So those four predictions have come to pass. And the fifth and final prediction he predicted would be that in the next in the next couple of years, or in the next couple of decades, there was going to be 10 million new millionaires created through two industries. One of them, the health and wellness industry. Okay? A multi-billion-dollar industry going on becoming a multi-trillion-dollar industry. Okay? 10 million new millionaires. And if 1 million is a lot of people, now imagine 2 million of people, 3 million people, 4 million people, 5 million people, 6 million people, 7. That excites me. That excites me. You know, I'm excited about the excitement. That's how bad and that's how good it gets. But anyways, 10 million new millionaires created through health and wellness and through the online industry. So believe it or not, it's going to happen. Napoleon Hill says in his book, Think and Grow Rich, that whatever the mind of a man can conceive and achieve, the mind of a man, whatever the mind of a man can conceive and believe, the mind of a man can achieve. So you better believe it, because it's going to happen, with or without you. So you better position yourself to be one of those 10 million new millionaires, because you deserve it. Your family deserves it. Your legacy and your last name deserves to have a part and a piece of that pie. Okay, I wanted to make this video to stimulate your mind, to help you understand what we have a hold of here. Timing is everything. Timing is everything. I'm going to continue to make more educational videos, more training videos. Go to my training channel, subscribe on my YouTube training channel, and continue to watch all these videos. And I'm putting all these books of knowledge, you know, all these books I've been reading in the last 10 years, I'm putting them in videos for you. A 300-page book, put in a 5-minute video for you. Just that, I mean, just to help you out and to kind of pour out what it has been poured into me. Because all this info is not mine. I didn't make it up. Somebody else put this info together on a book that became New Year bestseller, and I'm giving that to you for free. This video is free, as you can see. You can click on it, pass it on to your friends, share it with people. People need to know and be aware of what's going on. Okay? Until then, I am here in my room at the hotel, at the Crown Plaza Hotel, in this nice suite in the Bay Area, San Jose area today. So until then, it is your friend Fuentes, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Have a good night.